Has life got you down? Are you having trouble keeping your balance? Are you uncertain how to proceed? Is the passion there but not the performance? Do you feel left out? Well, if these problems remind you of yourself, then you've come to the right place for a solution. Welcome back to McNulty's Book Corral. Today I'm going to recommend to you a couple of books that will help nurture your soul and regain your balance. First up is The Avenger by Bradford Scott. You're looking for a Western? This was 1956. This was the first of the Walt Slade adventures, and he's a ranger, and current count on this is kind of confusing. This is the 56 and they went to the 70s. I have 88 titles listed. Now, online when you're looking up the titles of the Bradford Scott books, the Walt Slade books, it's an incomplete list, and I don't know why that is. I don't know why there's confusion over that, but I currently have 88 titles listed for the Walt Slade Westerns, and I believe Bradford Scott wrote most, if not all of them. I think there were some that were done by a few other guys, but I'm not clear on who they were and when that happened. So if anybody watching this episode has information about that, let me know in the comments or private message me, and I'd like to know. This is a series that I've been collecting for a long time. Same year, 1956, the name's Buchanan. Of course, you might be familiar with Buchanan Rides Alone. Was that the Randolph Scott movie? And there were numerous of these as well. I dropped my paper. This series was created by William Ard. I've talked about him before. I'm going to talk about him again in the future. He died very young, and then William R. Cox wrote most of the Buchanan books. Again, there's a lot of these, but there's not quite as many as the Walt Slade books. I think in my list, I don't remember how many I have. I think I'm short 2 of these, so I have 2 to look for. I have a note here. Brian Garfield wrote Buchanan's Gun, and Robert Silverberg finished Buchanan on the Prod. And that is verified on a web page called the Pulp Serenade website. Really nice website for you Pulp fans. Check it out. So Buchanan and Walt Slade are 2 really good series. Now we're talking about Western series from the past that are no longer being written. I believe some of these are available on Kindle so that you can get at least a taste of them that way. If you're interested in putting together the series, which I would actually recommend because book hunting is fun, right? This is all stuff you would search secondhand bookstores, eBay, abebooks.com, and thrift shops, antique shops, wherever that you can find secondhand books. This is the stuff you're going to look for. You're going to look for, and this is the first Walt Slade adventure, by the way, this is kind of hard to find. And then Buchanan's, The Name's Buchanan was the first Buchanan novel. Both series really good. And there's one more series I'd like to recommend. And this ran, what did this run? This ran 52 books. This is Stagecoach Station #1. This was a really good series. This is a much later series. Started in, let's take a look at the year. I believe this was the 80s, so it would be 82. 82. So we're going back here. It's still second-hand bookstores for this. 52 titles in this series. I'm missing quite a few of this, so I have most of the early ones, but later on I seem to have slipped. Different eras in our lives, we're able to collect things easier than at other times, so it just comes and goes. Can I speak English? Anyways, just having fun here. Wanted to get one more Western episode out for the month of June, so this is it. 3 series for you to try and collect all of them, if you can find them. Stagecoach Station, and I believe James Reasoner wrote some of these, but not all of them. And then, of course, the Walt Slade books, and then, of course, the Buchanan books. These are 3 great series for you to... Boy, I'm just all thumbs today, dropping stuff left and right. These are 3 great series for you to look for and collect for those of you that like to hunt things down in second-hand bookstores and so forth. Now, with that said, you're nurturing your soul by reading these Westerns, and now you're nourished, you're at the table, and you feel full and fine and happy as a bunch of hungry raccoons.